Hello there. My name is Javon, professional multidisciplinary artist and professional voice actor with 4 years of experience in the industry. Welcome back to another Monday episode of Artist Over Actor, where we talk about the roles and the skills of becoming an artisan so that you can truly learn how to become the best artist that you can possibly do, that you can possibly become. And today we're going to be talking about exactly that, the path of an artisan, how to get from that beginner stage to becoming more than a professional, in my opinion, which is an artist. Because the term professional encompasses something that can be tracked, something that can be measured. If you're a professional, that could be measured against you starting to get jobs, that could be measured against you starting to pick up different roles and different gigs. But if there is no measure against that, and that's what I'm here to help teach people how to do. Good morning, Friendly. Good morning, Ark. Hope that you both are doing well. Thank you for tuning in. And just like every other segment, if you have any questions, go ahead and feel free to leave them in the chat. Today, we're going to be talking about my proposed steps to becoming an artisan. And that starts with the phase that everybody hates, and that is sucking. If you're at the very thing, no matter what it is, you're going to be bad at it. And here's the thing, here's the crazy thing. You might not even know that you are bad at it because you don't know what you don't know. This is what I tell all of my students whenever I'm working with a very beginner, whether they are a musician or whether they are a voiceover artist. I always go over the phase of when you are learning to walk, everybody in the world around you, to a certain extent, obviously knows how to walk. You understand it. But when you're a kid, when you're a baby, you get up, you fall, you get up, you fall, you get up, you fall, you keep on going until eventually you learn how to do that skill. That is very much the same for every creative. And the difference is we don't fully understand that we have to be bad at it because as adults, we just assume that everything is within our grasp. We already know how to do talking. We already know how to talk. It should be very easy for me to just act. All I'm doing is talking like I usually do. That's a piece of cake. That's easy. That's a breeze. So when you start something, you're bad, but you don't know it yet. As you're reading through these scripts and not getting gigs, you're like, okay, I'm reading the lines. Why am I not getting everything? Okay, I sound kind of stilted here. Why is that? I really don't know what I'm doing wrong. And it starts to get a little frustrating. Now, this is the phase where a lot of people quit. This is the phase where a good 20% of people just drop out right there because they feel like they should be doing this and it hits. They say, I know how to talk. So this should be really easy. If you keep pushing, you're going to get to that second phase. And the second of the most valuable phases, which is being bad, but knowing that you're bad. This is where you spend a lot of your time in any creative thing. This is not just for voice acting. You can apply this for being a musician. You can apply this for cutting hair. You can apply this for pretty much anything. Next one is being bad and knowing that you're bad. Knowing that, okay, read this, but why don't I sound like X, Y, and Z? Why are they landing gigs? You start listening to other performances, listening to other actors, listening to other people who you like, that you have started to get an ear for. You start listening to animation with a critical ear of like, oh, okay, so like they're able to go from a down to a quick peak. They have very dynamic range in their voice, and then you try and emulate it, and you can't because you're not there yet. But you now know that you're working on other aspects. That is one of the most valuable stages, and it's to me one of the most exciting stages in any creative endeavor that I've ever been a part of. The stage of knowing that you're on the horizon. You now know that you need to work on something, and you're keeping pushing towards that something. That is one of the most fun and enjoyable, because after that you get on to the third aspect, which is getting better, but you're not good. In this stage, you get a little bit of buzz around you. People are starting to shortlist you, but you're not necessarily landing the jobs. I've been there. A lot of the time we're there. We get stuck there for a very. So you start to improve. You start to listen back and go, I am so much better than I was, like by a wide margin, which is a very good place to be. You start to wonder, okay, so now that I'm here, what really is the difference anymore in my performance? And this is where you start to need to get with a mentor, with a trainer. We can only get to a certain level, a certain peak ourselves. Because as creatives, which we all are, we're all artists, we're all creators, we're all creative people, we can only self judge for so long before we start to reach a ceiling of, I think that this all sounds good. I don't understand why I'm not getting work, why I'm not booking jobs. Last week and last week's talked about the difference between sellable artistry and personal art.